I'm here today with Steve Richmond, founder of Projetech.
Thanks, Alex. It's always nice to see you, and I appreciate the invitation. I've always been fascinated with technology, and now we're into machine learning and artificial intelligence, and all of that really is a function of, ubiquitous bandwidth here, there, and everywhere.
You've got a lot of stories in there about Tesla, SpaceX, Elon Musk.
I believe you're going to see some really interesting advances at Tesla, and in the Dojo supercomputer, it's going to enable neural networks to communicate at an immense pace with people in automobiles. That's going to just change the way we look at autonomous driving.
It's a convergence of all of these factors where the devices are getting more connected. We're able to communicate faster over more bandwidth. And I think that's just allowing software developers and hardware developers to imagine things that maybe weren't even possible 5 years ago.
I honestly think that the use of AI is now going to accelerate some of that stuff exponentially. The ability to take lines of code and have them rewritten at lightning speed is pretty interesting as to, what impact that's going to have, globally.
I suppose maintenance and reliability, you have any sort of crystal ball on where some of the technology advancements that you're seeing could potentially help in that space?
There's a lack of clean data. Most of the data that we've collected over time has been of it's been generated by human beings for the most part. People writing things down or entering numbers and figures. And I think now that more and more manufacturing devices, all devices, airplanes, trains, automobiles, now that all of those devices are connected and digital, the amount of data that we're able to glean from these systems as they do their tasks is going to be, a step change in our ability to not only predict what needs to be done, but prevent what, might happen if we don't take some corrective action. I'm pretty excited about it.
I don't feel like we're capped by the amount of data anymore, but the quality of that data now becomes paramount, because you have tools like these AI tools that have the ability to scan all this data, but what can they make of it? If it's not good data, then what is it able to really glean? I'm big into mobility, right? So I feel like folks who have devices and are able to generate that type of data at the point of actually performing the work, or at the point of standing in front of the equipment even, it's going to be much more accurate than either trying to write it down on paper and then get it into a system or remember it to do it later. And I think that's the advancement mobility wise there is going to play a big role in making cleaner data. And then process wise as well, got to have the right processes in place.
You and I have shared a passion for mobility since we met, I'm sure. And it really is about mobility first. And it goes backwards from there, in my view. I also think that, this concept of, live, real-time recording of what's going on, video recording the maintenance and repair being done. Artificially, you're going to be able to look at those videos for years and see where improvements could be made or where mistakes may have been made. And the ability for neural networks to be able to look at that and determine what might be a better way to go about it. It's all going to be enabled by the fact that we are all carrying around more compute in our pocket than we sent to the moon in 1970.
We've got Maximo World coming up in a little bit here. What is next for Projetech as an organization?
Well, short term, obviously, Maximo World's an annual event that is always on our radar, and we participate a great deal. It's a unique time where a large portion of the Maximo universe comes together in one spot. So there are some unique opportunities to sit down and talk face to face with some people in a condensed time frame that's extremely efficient, in my view. Always has been. Projetech continues to push the envelope, and in terms of connectivity and security with regard to operating Maximo systems really all over the world now. And that continuity and scale are the primary areas of focus for us currently.
The Maximo application suite is making a big push here in the community and in the industry. Is that something Projetech is, I'm sure, at or ahead of the curve on?
Absolutely. We've been part of the IBM advanced deployment team for years on this project, and we speak weekly with developers on those topics. It's a large beast, and it's going to take a long time for everyone to digest, but certainly the capabilities and the future are very bright.
Yeah, we're looking forward to getting to Maximo World and seeing some of those use cases, those advancements, and all of that should be on display here in Phoenix in a short amount of time. So very much looking forward to that.
Every day is a new one, and it's always interesting to open your eyes and look around and see what's new.